Moto G8 is an affordable phone with beautiful hole-punch display. The phone available in the market from September 2019. It has 6.53-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. The Moto G8 has installed MediaTek Helio P70 processor for its performance with integrated GPU Mali G72 MP3, 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side. 48MP main shooter with f1.7 aperture and the 13MP ultra-wide lens, 5MP depth sensor lens and the 5MP macro lens. Rear camera features ultra-wide angle mode, steady handheld night photography, AI scene detection, macro mode, portrait mode, panorama mode. On the front side, it has 32MP hole-punch under-display selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. Front camera features AI Beautify, selfie countdown, face recognition. Moto G8 operates a stock Android 10 operating system. As for the battery, it has 5150 mAh non-removable battery with 18W fast battery charging support and it weighs about 201 gram. Sony Xperia L4 is an entry-level smartphone with an extremely elongated, low-resolution screen. The processor is by now frankly low power, medium battery, normal amount of memory, NFC supports and Android second freshness, and the camera is triple but most likely correspondent to the budget level of the device. Sony Xperia L4 available in the market from April 2020. The phone got a 6.2-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 720x1680 pixels with an aspect ratio of 21:9. The Sony Xperia L4 has installed 12nm MediaTek MT6762 Helio P22 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU PowerVR G8 It has 3GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory via a microSD cards. If you want to add an external memory card, then you have to consider to have one SIM card in your smartphone. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side, starting with 13MP main shooter with f2.0 aperture and the 5MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture and the 2MP depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture, and the front side there is a 8MP selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. As usual, Sony cameras are better than any other cameras in the market if you are talking about the hardware section. Sony Xperia L4 operates Android 9.0 Pie operating system. As for the battery, it has 3580 mAh non-removable battery with fast battery charging support. The phone available in two color variant, black and blue, and it weighs about 178 gram.
Motorola Moto G8 Plus available in the market from October 2019. The phone got a 6.3-inch Super AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2280 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19:9. The Motorola Moto G8 Plus has installed 11nm Snapdragon 665 processor for its performance with integrated GPU Adreno 610, 4GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 512GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side, 48MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 16MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture and a 5MP depth sensor lens with f2.2 aperture. On the front side, it has 25MP selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. Motorola Moto G8 Plus operates Android 9 Pie operating system. As for the battery, it has 4000 mAh non-removable battery with 15W battery charging support. The phone available in two color variant, dark blue, dark red, and it weighs about 188 gram.
Samsung Galaxy A31 is a smartphone from the category of unprincipled, which does not interfere with being fit. Samsung's good screen, solid cameras, excellent battery, and there is a NFC also. Samsung Galaxy A31 available in the market from March 2020. The phone got a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080 x 2400 pixels with an aspect ratio of 20:9. The Samsung Galaxy A31 has installed 12nm MediaTek MT6768 Helio P65 processor for its performance, with integrated powerful GPU Mali G52 MC2. It has 4GB or 6GB of RAM with 64GB or 128GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory via a micro SD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, starting with 48MP main shooter with f2.0 aperture and the 8MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture and the 5MP macro sensor lens with f2.4 aperture, and the fourth camera is 5MP depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture. On the front side, it has 20MP selfie camera with f2.2 aperture, and there is also a under-display fingerprint sensor under the display. Samsung Galaxy A31 operates Android 10 One UI 2.0 operating system. As for the battery, it has 5000 mAh non-removable battery with 15W fast battery charging support. The phone available in 3 color variant: Prism Crush Black, Prism Crush Blue, Prism Crush Red, Prism Crush White, and its weighs about 185 grams. Huawei P40 Lite is a great budget smartphone with quad camera setup, and it is available in the market from March 2020. The phone got a 6.4-inch LTPS IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080 x 2310 pixels. Huawei P40 Lite has installed 7nm Kirin 810 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU Mali G52 MP6. It has 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage respectively, and the phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a micro SD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, starting with 48MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 8MP ultra-wide lens with f2.4 aperture and the 2MP macro sensor lens with f2.4 aperture, and the fourth camera is 2MP depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture. On the front side, it has 16MP selfie camera with f2.0 aperture. Huawei P40 Lite offers Android 10 EMUI 10 operating system. As for the battery, it has 4200 mAh non-removable battery with 40W fast battery charging support that can charge 70% in just 30 minutes, and the phone available in 3 color variant: black, emerald green, and light pink, and its weighs about 183 grams.